Welcome back, hunters. This is Horrific, and today we're taking a closer look at one of the most fiery and fearsome beasts in Monster Hunter Wilds, the Quematrice. So let's break down its appearance, habitats, size, moves, and weaknesses to help you conquer this blazing beast. Long ago, hunters spoke of a fiery shadow that would sweep across the windward plains, leaving nothing but scorched earth in its wake. This creature, known as the Quematrice, was said to be the embodiment of destruction, a beast born from ash and flame, thriving in the ruins of its own making. Legends tell of its tail, a blazing torch that ignites the battlefield, and its roar, which echoes like crackling of a raging inferno. Today, we venture into its lair to uncover the truth behind this living flame. The Quematrice is a brute wyvern with a striking and intimidating look. Its body is covered in dark, ashy grey scales with fiery orange accents running along its neck and tail. Its most distinctive feature is its disproportionately long tail, which it uses as both a weapon and tool to ignite flames. Its beak-like snout and sharp talons give it a predatory edge, while its glowing eyes seem to burn with an inner fire. All this culminates in a visually stunning monster. The Quematrice can be found in two primary habitats, the Windward Plains and the ruins of Wyveria. In the Windward Plains, it roams the open fields and rocky outcrops, often scavenging for carrion left behind by other predators. In the ruins of Wyveria, it takes advantage of the ancient structures to ambush unsuspecting hunters. Keep an eye out for scorch marks and flammable substances on the ground. These are clear signs that you're in Quematrice territory. In terms of size, the Quematrice is a large monster, with its tail alone accounting for nearly half its body length. Its imposing stature makes it a formidable foe. It's shockingly fast and can close the distance between you and it in the blink of an eye. The Quematrice is a master of fire-based attacks. It spreads a flammable substance on the ground and ignites it by dragging its tail, creating fiery explosions that can inflict fire blight. Its tail is its primary weapon, capable of sweeping, slamming, and spinning to deal massive damage. It also uses its beak for quick pecking attacks to crush its prey. Watch out for its signature move, the Ignite Spin, where it drags its tail in a circle to ignite everything around it. This move can quickly turn the tide of battle in its favour if you're not careful. So how do you take it down? The Quematrice is particularly vulnerable to water elemental attacks, so make sure to bring weapons with water damage. Status effects like poison and paralysis are also effective, as well as both shock and pitfall traps. And don't forget to bring nullberries to counter fire blight, or, just like you've been told from a young age, stop, drop, and roll. Rolling 3 times will quench these flames. The Quematrice has key weak points you'll want to target to deal maximum damage. The tail can be broken and severed, which significantly reduces its ability to perform sweeping and spinning attacks. This is top priority for most hunters. The head can be broken, causing the Quematrice to stagger more frequently and weakening its fiery roar. Focusing on these parts can make the battle far more manageable and maximise your chances of getting rare items. And with that, all that's left to do is fight this fiery menace. When you engage this fight, the Quematrice will have a long, extended roar, which gives you a bigger opportunity for damage. As soon as he's knocked down, I'm going to move to the rear and start working on the tail, as damaging it will reduce his fire output. If you use bladed weapons, I would recommend ignoring the head and going straight for the tail at first. The sooner you damage and sever it, the less risk you'll have against this monster. His pecs are very easy to avoid, Whenever he performs this lunge at you, it will give you a good opportunity to attack him as it has a very long animation. I'm going to continue focusing on the head now. If you do use a hammer, it's a great strategy to focus on the head until he's knocked down and then focus the tail. His tells are quite obvious. As long as you're paying attention to his movements, you can evade quite easily. Don't worry if you miss strikes, you'll get more than 30 minutes for most fights, so you have plenty of time to think about your positioning before you engage. I'm going to keep working on that head, taking advantage of his long animations wherever I can. I've opened up a wound on his face, but I'm going to save it for a more useful moment later. This is a strategy I often use. Now the tail is broken, I'm going to swap for a longsword and try to sever it. I'm also going to place down a shock trap to get some free hits on the tail. I'm not particularly good with the longsword, so I'm going to take as much advantage as I can. Attacking those tail wheels to maximise my damage. If you are at the tail end, watch out for that slam. You'll know it's coming when he lifts his tail. Again, take your time and position yourself in a good spot before striking. You also don't always need to pull out full combos. A few hits and reposition will do fine till you have a good window of opportunity. I'm going for these wounds again to maximise the severing damage. If you're missing attacks, don't get flustered, just take your time. The key thing is to not make silly mistakes by rushing. And there we go, the tail is now severed. That's going to completely remove his ability to output fire damage and will also reduce the range of his tail attacks. I'm going to swap back to my hammer now to take advantage of that face wound from earlier for a free knock. I'm not sure why I hit his feet there. I'm going to just keep working on the head. I use Slugger in all my hammer builds, which greatly helps with getting those stuns or KOs. I get hit by a peck there. If you do get hit, just move away and reposition yourself before engaging again. There's a wound on the leg there. For a good percentage of monsters in Wilds, destroying them will result in a knockdown, giving you another opportunity for a big hit combo. Back at the head, we get another stun, resulting in another big open window. He's very weak now and is going to flee. This gives us time to carve the tail and sharpen our weapon before following.
I gathered in your item box.
On my approach, I notice he's under vines, so I take advantage of this environmental trap for more free hits. Top tip, familiarise yourself with environments. There's so much you can use to assist you with hunting. And there you have it, hunters. The Quematrice is a fiery foe, but with the right strategy and preparation, you can take it down and harvest its incredible materials. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more monster breakdowns. Until next time, happy hunting.